ashes. Stronger. Unified.
Now, before the show, Elijah, you made it pretty clear you have a large disdain for the NCR. What are your views on them? What are your specific complaints about their empire?
Ah, yes, the New California Republic, so-called bearers of civilization in the wasteland. You see, Joe, my disdain for them is based on their hubris, their short-sightedness. They aspire to rebuild an old world that led to its own destruction. They try to impose order and bureaucracy where flexibility and innovation are needed.
But some might argue that they're just trying to bring some semblance of normality back to the world, right?
Normality. They're bringing back the same institutions and ideals that got us into this mess in the first place. Democracy, capitalism, exploitation of resources without a thought for the consequences. They're stretching themselves too thin, expanding without fortifying, consuming without replenishing. It's the same old story of humanity's hubris.
So if I understand correctly, your main issue is their lack of foresight and their repetition of the same mistakes.
Precisely, Joe. To survive, and perhaps to flourish once again.
Well, that's certainly a provocative take, Father Elijah. It's a very ends justify the means approach. It's a fascinating discussion, and I appreciate your perspective, even if it's controversial. There's no easy answers in a post-apocalyptic world. Speaking of the world, I've heard tales of your various travels, especially from a certain courier across the world. The courier is not to be confused with the one that woke up in Good Springs pretty recently. One tale I've heard is that you've been through the Big Empty, a place many folks avoid like the plague. What was your experience like there?
The Big Empty. The Big Empty is a testament to mankind's folly, a monument to our mistakes, but it also houses keys to our redemption. From the wreckage, I managed to salvage technologies that could be harnessed for the betterment of humanity. But it also reaffirmed my belief that we must tread carefully, lest we repeat the errors of our past.
Right, that there's a fine line between advancement and self-destruction. It's amazing and a little unnerving how history continues to echo in the present.
Indeed, Joe. The echoes are loudest in the emptiness. We just need to listen, learn, and not repeat the same song of destruction.
Now, something our listeners might want to know about is your experience with being an elder for the Brotherhood of Steel. How did you first occupy Helios 1? How did you lose it to the NCR? What's with the Brotherhood now?
Indeed, I was an elder. Helios 1. It was an old world facility, a solar power plant of immense capacity. I saw its potential, the energy it could provide, the power it could give the Brotherhood. We occupied it with the intent to harness its power, to fuel our efforts and strengthen our presence in the wasteland. As for losing it, the NCR, they were expanding, reaching out for every resource they could grasp. We were outnumbered, outgunned. Despite our technological superiority, we were not prepared for a full-scale assault. In the end, I ordered a retreat to save my brethren from a total wipeout.
That must have been a heavy decision to make. I'd have thought that your objective in Helios 1 was to protect the technology, rather than to secure it for power. It's interesting to find out that there were ulterior motives.
It was, Joe. But as a leader, you're faced with tough choices. You have to weigh the survival of your people against your goals, your ideals. It's never easy.
I can only imagine. And how about the Brotherhood now? What's happening with them?
The Brotherhood, they're survivors. Resilient. After the loss of Helios 1, they retreated, regrouped. They're still out there, somewhere in the wasteland, clinging to their mission of preserving old-world technology. I can feel it. But I fear they may be losing sight of the broader picture without me. Technology is a tool, not a god to be worshipped. It needs to be used, adapted, evolved, not hoarded and hidden away. That's why I left, why I'm on this path now.
It sounds like you've had quite a journey, Father Elijah. I appreciate your openness and honesty. Despite the dire circumstances, your hope and determination are remarkable. Thank you for being on the show, despite the fact I don't agree with some of your views.
Thank you for having me on the experience, Rogan.
Hey there, listeners of the Joe Rogan Experience. This one's coming straight from the scorched belly of the Mojave Wasteland. Have you ever considered that maybe, just maybe, you need a change in pace from that dreary scavenging life? Do you enjoy the thrill of bartering with rad scorpions and the challenge of haggling with ghoul merchants? Then, folks, have I got a job for you. The Happy Trails Caravan Company is recruiting. Yes, the one and only legendary caravan that's outlasted the nuclear fallout and still, mostly, outpaces the competition. As part of their dynamic trading team, you'll enjoy all the thrills of the wasteland without the hassle of fending off white legs. Well, most of the time. Your trusty Brahmin and your wagon will be your home on wheels, carrying all the essentials from wasteland water to sunset sarsaparilla. Imagine it, cruising under the scorching Mojave sun, sipping on that ice-cold sarsaparilla, while your radio plays the smooth tunes of Mr. New Vegas. Ah, ain't that a slice of heaven? But remember, folks, being a part of the Happy Trails Caravan isn't just about earning those shiny caps you need for Fisto. It's about bringing communities together, supplying folks with that rare Mojave survival kit they need to brave the next rad storm or that sweet Atomic Wranglers limited edition deck of cards they've been searching for. It's about connecting the Brotherhood of Steel with the NCR military, the Tops Casino with the Atomic Wrangler, in a dance of trade that makes the wasteland spin. And hey, before you scoff, remember this. In the wasteland, traders are the real heroes. After all, who do you think brings you the stim packs for your spear wounds? Now that I say it, people should stop trying to sell the Legion drugs. So sign up with the Happy Trails Caravan Company today. Live a life of adventure, meet fascinating people, and probably get robbed by them. And if you act now, they're throwing in a free box of Sunset Sarsaparilla, the Wasteland's favorite drink, with a surprise star cap and some boxes. Big thanks to the Happy Trails Caravan Company for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience, the only podcast that dares to broadcast from an undisclosed bunker location in the Mojave Wasteland. What? No, Jamie, I'm not going to tell them where we are. Yes, I know it would be good for ratings, but it'd also be good for getting us blown up. Sheesh, the things you have to put up with. Hey, are we still on air? Shit. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have an extraordinary guest, Ulysses, formerly affiliated with Caesar's Legion and currently residing in the Divide.
Thanks for having me, Joe. A long road it's been to get here.
I can imagine.